My name is Richard Ndiga, current chairman of Ecotourism Kenya, and I'm also a senior associate in an organization called Maliasili that works with local organizations, local conservation organizations in Africa. One of the things that is happening with the Eco Warriors is we're looking beyond the trophy, especially this year. And the reason for that is it's not about now, but it's about the future. It's about what's going to happen in the next 10, 5, 10, 20 years. And right now, I won't say the buzzword, but there's a lot of talk in terms of climate change, in terms of the challenges that are actually facing, especially in Africa. And one of the ways that the tourism industry can actually play in is to play a big part in it in terms of bringing other stakeholders. Because at the end of the day, tourism business model is actually around natural resource management. If they don't manage these natural resources, within 5 or 10 years, there will be no industry, there will be no tourism industry. So how best can we bring in other stakeholders like the tourism sector who should actually work with the communities around them to spearhead sustainable business practices, in other words, managing the resources around them. And one of the ways we do this is through the Eco Warrior Awards. It's more or less like an incentive motivation for the tourism industry to actually look beyond what they're doing inside, but look outside. Who are the other stakeholders? Who is the other biggest ecosystem? Looking at the communities around them, looking at the children around them, looking at the other facilities around them. How can we come together and tackle these challenges that we're actually facing? So I would say the Eco Warrior Award is more or less like a vehicle. Yeah, so more or less like a vehicle, a framework that the tourism industry can actually adopt to tackle many of these challenges that we are facing when it comes to climate change, when it comes to drought, when it comes to incentives that actually go to communities. So Eco Warriors, I would say, just look at it like more or less like a framework where the tourism industry can actually adopt to make the world better. Wow, what's triggered for me? I think it's the resilience. Because some of these organizations actually have been practicing sustainable business for almost 20 years. So when I started my speech, I was talking about we are celebrating resilience, we are celebrating patience, endurance. And I think that's what stood out. And I think it's a big group of like chain of hotels like Serena Hotels who have been in practice for almost 20 years. And I think it's looking beyond the 5 years right now, looking in terms of the future. And I think that's what sustainability is all about. Sustainability is managing the natural resources for the future generation. So if you look at COVID, when it came in the last 2 years, tourism was really hard, it was hit hard. But it was an industry that was very resilient. And I think the tourism sector coming out of that and seeing what it can achieve, I think it's something that I think every member of ecotourism or every member in the tourism sector should actually see and continue what they're doing. Because I think, it's all about resilience. We really want to go beyond the trophy. We really want it to be more or less like a lifestyle the tourism sector adopts in terms of adopting the sustainable business practices within what they do on a daily basis. And I think looking at the whole value chain and saying where is it that you can make value? And when I say making value, it's making value not only to yourself, but to the bigger ecosystem that is out behind you. Look at your communities, look at your supply chain, look at your staff. So it's just more or less looking at how your community, looking at your value chain and saying how best can you make it better for everybody. So it's a call to the industry for everybody to actually join us and let's walk this journey together.